Of the District of Columbia. This is so exciting for me because this is my first official assignment besides passing the mayor her seal last night or yesterday afternoon, and that was very exciting for me as well. I'd like to thank you. Thank you. I'd like to welcome you all to our beautiful mayor ceremonial room today for this special occasion, the San Salvador Sister City Agreements Library signing. And it's very exciting. I had an opportunity to spend time with Mayor Michon and his amazing wife, Carla, and I really thought they were beautiful people. I love their passion for their people, their passion for education, their passion for women in government. I was very excited about that, having served under this mayor. So first off, we're going to get started. I want to introduce our mayor, who really doesn't need an introduction, Mayor Muriel Bowser. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly, and thanks to all of you for joining us today in our City Hall, Mayor Mason. I had the opportunity with a wonderful delegation just this past summer to visit San Salvador, where you were able to show us where you and your legislature work as well. I'm thrilled to be here to cement. You like that phrase, right, Rudy? To be able to cement an agreement that MC and Build and the City of San Salvador made during this historic mission. And I want to acknowledge MC and Build for saying, I just don't want to be a part of a delegation. I want to make our visit and our mission trip a lasting testament to our sisterhood. So we thank you for that. I also want to acknowledge that we've been joined by at-large council member Anita Bonds. Anita, I want to congratulate you on a fresh 4 years. The people of the district, of course, are counting on you, and you have always been a stalwart supporter of how immigrant communities have full rights in our city, are fully recognized, and that we support business endeavors between our nations. So it is just a great day for us to be reunited here, and we are honored that you have joined us in our City Hall. This room we use to invite favorite guests, and we also use it sometimes for other very important meetings. You will notice the seal of the District of Columbia, and you will also notice a newly restored portrait of Frederick Douglass that will be behind you during this signing. Together as a city, we have built a very diverse Washington, D.C., and thank you for sitting through many speeches. You probably know more about D.C. now than you thought you would, but I think you can see there is a great passion for education as an equalizer and what education can do for communities. So I was just honored. People till this day talk to us about that trip to San Salvador, and it has set the bar for all of our foreign missions from this point forward. We appreciated you acknowledging the service of one of your native daughters, Jackie Reyes, and I want to acknowledge her again, the director of the Mayor's Office of Latino Affairs, and I look forward to witnessing this signing here in Washington, D.C. So now it brings me great pleasure to introduce a great friend of the district whose business is just a beautiful model of doing well and doing good at the same time. Most recently, MC and Build and I were together in opening two of our new short-term family housing facilities. I know they have worked on many of our schools around the District of Columbia, not to mention the work that Rudy himself is responsible for around the world. So I look forward to hearing more about how the project is coming along, and I want to invite Rudy Cycli, the founder of MC and Build. You're welcome.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First, I would like to personally thank you and Mayor Ernesto Mason for allowing us the opportunity to fulfill our mission, which is to provide opportunities through education. We always felt that social justice begins with education. That's the only way you can get people to lift themselves out of poverty. We've done that here in Washington via building many state-of-the-art school facilities. I believe more than 55% of all students in Washington, D.C. attend school buildings that we've either modernized or built from scratch over the years. We've also built a lot of recreation centers, libraries, museums, fire stations, anything related to the community. I'm an immigrant myself. Came here with a bullet in my knee from the war in Lebanon, and really built myself up, starting work in the tunnels of New York City, and made my way to Washington long time ago. And Washington has welcomed me as its own son, and I've had two of my sons here, and I buried one of my sons here as well. So this is home. This is our way of giving back. The foundation was formalized a few years ago, and I recognize our board couldn't all make it here, but our executive director, Michael Waitman, is here. And he will be he just got back from El Salvador, and he'll be heading there again to line up the team to begin construction, and hopefully we'll invite our mayor to visit for the opening. I want to also thank my friend Jackie Reyes. Without her, really, I would have never been exposed to El Salvador, but she's been an amazing friend. And while the Lebanese community is very small, she's adopted me into her community, which is the largest in Washington. And really, this friendship has been tremendous help to me in the city to navigate myself around. This would be our second digital library. The first one we built was in East Africa, in Ethiopia in particular. Michael was there for a few months. We built that one from scratch. And it's a really state-of-the-art facility right now, and we hope to do the same for San Salvador. Our El Salvadorian crew, we have a huge El Salvadorian team that's helped us become successful in Washington. And some of these team members will be rotating to El Salvador so they can build their library in their own city. This is not about MCN Build Foundation or about Rudy. This is really about our El Salvadorian team giving back to their country. So with that, I want to thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you.
Thank you, Rudy. And now I would like to invite Mayor Ernesto Mason to join us at the podium, and following that, they're going to sign the MOUs, and we'll take some questions. Mayor Mason.
Thank you very much, Mayor Bowser. I start by congratulating you in your inauguration yesterday. It was a very significant and famous act. Same to you, Anita. And we feel very honored to be here in the name of the people of San Salvador. We really appreciate how you care for our people living here in D.C. and what your administration has done for all Salvadorians living in this area. And we really thank Rudy and MCN Build Foundation for this amazing project you're going to start in San Salvador. As you said, the social mobility goes through education, and the best way to build opportunities is through education, especially helping out our youth. And El Salvador and San Salvador needs a lot from that. So this would be a very meaningful project. This would be very much appreciated by our people. And we really thank you that you are starting to build on this sister city agreement that we have been honored to subscribe with Mayor Bowser. And this is the start of many great things for our people that we're going to do today with this act. Thank you, Mayor Bowser, first of all, for giving us the honor of the sister city agreement with Washington, D.C., and also for being a witness of this project that will cement this sister city between our peoples and our cities. Thank you very much, and I'm really honored in the name of the people of San Salvador, of El Salvador. Very honored to be here. Thank you again, Jackie, because if not for Jackie, this wouldn't be possible to start what we've started. And to all the people that have come to El Salvador and the ones that haven't come to El Salvador to visit. Will be great to have you again, Mayor Bowser, when we inaugurate this digital library soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor. So I'm going to suggest that we go to the signing, and then we can take questions. Please have a seat, Mayor. It's done. And we're happy to take any questions.
Mayor, can
Yes.
you talk about just what do you see this upcoming year as, the sisterhood agreement that you guys signed in August? Can we see some projects coming this year in 2019 as far as education or helping out, the youth that are living here? Or, something that we can just kind of share with the community?
No, absolutely. And all of our government supports our sister city agreements. There's cultural exchange involved. There's a financial mission kind of business aspect to our agreements, education and health aspects to our agreements. So I will present to my team the things that we want to make priorities this year, and then we'll implement them. But there's also just a friendship aspect to our agreement. And when the mayor of San Salvador travels to come to your swearing in, that is a very a big point of pride for us, an investment of time, and expression of great friendship, and we appreciate it.
I don't know, can we ask the mayor some questions? ¿Te podemos hacer
Yes,
una
Mayor.
pregunta? Bueno, primeramente bienvenido a Washington. Cerca de 300,000 residentes salvadoreños viven aquí en el distrito. Entonces, ¿qué tan importante es que se realice este tipo de proyectos, ¿no? Que ahorita están enfocados en ayudar a la juventud allá en El Salvador, pero también qué mensaje le da a la juventud aquí?
Bueno, parte de poder haber logrado este acuerdo de hermanamiento entre nuestras ciudades es por la gran incidencia de la población salvadoreña en Washington, D.C., y la importancia que tiene para este distrito la población salvadoreña, su trabajo, su mano de obra, su contribución a la economía y a la riqueza de la ciudad. Pero también nos interesa fortalecer a nuestra gente en El Salvador, y fortalecerla a través de la educación es una herramienta fundamental para lograr la movilidad social, para apoyar en generar oportunidades para nuestros jóvenes, que se encuentre una alternativa a la violencia para nuestros jóvenes. Y como decía ayer en un evento, creo que lo que no necesitamos es un muro que nos separe, sino lo que necesitamos son puentes que nos unan. Y la mejor manera de apoyar a la población salvadoreña es a través de la generación de riquezas y de oportunidades. Nosotros estamos seguros que vamos a encontrar muchísimo de aprender de la gestión de la alcaldesa Muriel Bowser en Washington, D.C. De hecho, hoy el día de hoy y el día de mañana hemos tenido reuniones con diferentes unidades de la administración donde estamos aprendiendo de mejores prácticas y de experiencias de éxito que podamos llegar a implementar a nuestra ciudad. Y también el establecer esos puentes con empresarios como Rudy y MCN Build Foundation, que puede apoyar a la educación y a diferentes áreas que son prioritarias para nosotros, para que nuestros jóvenes puedan encontrar más oportunidades en sus países y no tengan que buscar esas oportunidades fuera de nuestras fronteras.
Señor alcalde, ¿dónde va a estar ubicada? ¿Cuándo se pretende empezar lo que es el proyecto? ¿Y cuál es el costo de esta obra?
Bueno, va a estar ubicada en el Parque de Ciudad Satélite, en el Distrito 2 de San Salvador. Fuimos a ver el sitio junto con la alcaldesa Bowser y junto con Rudy. La alcaldía de San Salvador va a aportar el terreno y también va a aportar una contribución de $100,000 en equipamiento y apoyo a la obra, y MCN Build Foundation va a aportar $500,000, con lo que se va a iniciar el trabajo físico en los próximos días, pero ya se inició el trabajo de planificación, de diseño y de permisos, que eso ya el equipo de MCN Build ha estado trabajando y han hecho varias visitas a El Salvador, diferentes miembros de su equipo, para poder ir avanzando en este proyecto que muy pronto en este año va a ser una realidad.
¿Cuántas personas, cuántos estudiantes se prevé que serán beneficiados con la obra?
Bueno, lo que podemos tener como parámetro es la biblioteca que tiene la alcaldía de San Salvador. Estoy seguro que esta va a ser muchísimo más concurrida por la ubicación que va a tener, pero sí podemos esperar que tenga más de 5,000 visitantes mensuales y que pueda ser muy bien aprovechada por nuestra gente. Solo el parque de la ciudad satélite tiene esa cantidad de visitantes, entonces esperamos que pueda ser visitada incluso muchísimo más con el atractivo de la biblioteca digital que va a tener ahí, y especialmente aprovechado para contribuir a la educación de nuestros jóvenes. En la medida que nosotros la podamos equipar bien y que les podamos dar esos servicios adicionales que puedan complementar la educación de nuestros jóvenes, pues vamos a tener muchísimo más éxito, y ojalá el proyecto lo podamos replicar en los 6 distritos de San Salvador.
Excuse me, Mayor, do you mind summarizing a little bit in English for us?
Okay.
That was a lot. Thank you.
No, I was saying that we are very honored to having signed this sister city agreement with Washington, D.C., because it's important both for our Salvadorians living in the D.C. area, that we really appreciate how the Washington, D.C. municipality cares for our people, the importance they give our people, which certainly are a big part of the workforce here in Washington, D.C., a big part, an important part of the economy in the D.C. area. But it's also very important, this sister city agreement, for the people of San Salvador living in San Salvador, because besides learning from your best practices and your way of governing, which we've had meetings this morning with waste management people, and we're going to meet tomorrow with the police department. We can learn a lot from your best practices and experience, and we can implement what we learn in our city. But we also have people like Rudy that want to help, and we can be a bridge to get investment from people here in DC, in our city, especially in the education area, where we can generate more opportunities and social mobility for our people. I was telling you that we don't need a wall. What we need is opportunities. What we need is to empower our people through education, so they can find opportunities within their borders and not look for opportunities outside El Salvador or elsewhere. And this sister city agreement will really contribute to that, and to really how we can strengthen the relationship will bring good things for our people here and for our people in San Salvador. And hopefully we can also have the intercultural exchange that can also help and strengthen our friendship of our peoples and of our cities.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mayor. Okay, sure. We'll do that. Yes. Oh, we have just a small token of appreciation. Thank you. Thank you. Really, Jackie? We get you. Can you check to see if the CA for the walk there?
Mayor, we also have a small token of appreciation. We have something for you too. This is a Salvadorian break.
Oh, God, it's gorgeous.
And Mayor Mason, I just want to take a moment to, because all our El Salvadorian foremen just arrived a few minutes ago. This is our team.
I have to tell a story. When we were in San Salvador, actually for this, we came to the park where we were signing your agreement, and the mayor and his team all came with these great vests. And so I said, I want one of those vests. And so we came back and promptly gave them our logo.
You're also learning from us.
Yeah, I learned from you. All right, very well. Thank you, everybody.